Hi and welcome to this week's walkthrough video from 2 Kids, where each week we upload 3 printable Bible lessons for you to use your under 5s at home or at church. And this week we're starting the 4-part series looking at the life of Saul, who became Paul. And this week we're starting off by looking at his conversion on the road to Damascus. And in a while we're going to be making this craft as well that shows the light being shown and Jesus speaking to him on that road. So if you haven't done so already, head over to the website truekids.com. There you can download and print off this week's lesson for free, and then you can follow along. On the first page we have the introduction that shows everything you need to do and some of the main points we're going to cover. And then we have the principal story. So so on the first page we see Saul, and he's persecuting the Christians and trying to put them into prison. Yeah. And then we have Jesus speaking to him as he sees the light on the road. He ends up being good. After he's blind, he realizes he's been doing wrong. And then he goes to Ananias and he helps him, and he receives both his physical sight and spiritual sight. And the next one, we have games and activities.
And it's when you can you have to play and seek in the dark.
Yeah, so it's hide and seek in the dark. One person hides, somebody else has a torch. They got to find them and shine the torch on them. Flashlight tag.
And that's
called recognize the voice. So when Jesus spoke to Saul on the road to Damascus, he didn't know who was talking. He said, "Who is it?" Then he said, "I am Jesus, who you're persecuted." So this one records some people who your child knows. Could be their grandparent or their friends. Or you can also just put some voices of famous people off TVs or cartoon. Then listen to the voice and you have to guess, okay, that is Granddad's voice, or that is Mickey Mouse's voice, whoever. Then at the bottom is...
you put the blindfold on you, and you have to hold someone's hand, and then you have to take you somewhere like your bedroom or living room or front room.
Anyway, so and that's to remind you how Paul was blind and his friends had to guide him to Ananias. Okay, worksheets this week. The first one is match the opposites.
Like open, closed.
That's right. Next one is colour things which give light.
Like dark gives light, dark gives light, dark gives light, dark gives light.
Brilliant. Next one is we talk about how Saul was changed to Paul and how God can change our lives, and we're going to see transformation in animals.
These are eggs. This is a tickle tadpole. This is a tadpole bigger. This is a tadpole bigger. And this is a frog. This is a massive frog.
That's right. So what we see is how they changed. So you cut them out, leave them on the table or on the floor, and ask your child to put them in the correct order. And that's going to remind us how God can change us again.
This is spotted different, like he's fighting on this one, but not on this.
Yeah, so spot the difference. There's 7 things to find. Then we have the instructions for the craft. Can you hold the craft up for me again? So this week is kind of a special reveal on the road to Damascus. So you see the image is dark.
It's like we put the pink paper on the bottom.
Yes, it's black paper. We draw on the plastic film.
Yeah.
Then we have a white light which you can move around and reveal the picture more clearly. There's also a craft video in the instructions. That's to help you draw. So let me show you quickly. You just put that inside the plastic. You can trace around in the marker pen, so you don't have to draw it by yourself.
And this is a beam of light we showed you.
Really well, so you can see. And then that's the beam of light. So you just colour it and cut it out.
Now this is colouring.
Yeah, so colouring pages of Paul put them in prison. They saw them in prison.
And it's
seeing the light on the road to Damascus.
Light on the road to Damascus, and this is him
when he was blind.
That's been blind.
And going to see Ananias and being healed and then believing in Jesus.
And that's a 7 and that's a 12.
Then next week we carry on, as I mentioned, our series in Paul. So it's going to be 4 parts. We're looking at Paul's missionary journeys. Well, have a great week. If you do make a craft, be sure to send us photos of your colouring and anything else. We'd love to see you doing activities also. Have a great week. We'll see you again next week. God bless.
And goodbye. I will see you next week.